Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
Hello.
Customers?
Oh, look at her.
Oh, pardon me. Are you looking for Timaeus? No. Just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here. I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help.
She's nervous? Aw. It's okay, Sucrose. At least we both have something in common when talking to people.
Huh? Do I look nervous? My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to.
Same.
If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book. Over there.
Aww.
Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror?
And I don't even charge for autographs.
I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up close. What do you mean, research?
Yo!
Sorry, don't mind me. What am I saying?
Research purposes, you say?
Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher. But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher? Yes. He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems. Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal! Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face.
My knowledge of alchemy stops at basic crafting. Yeah, pretty much. Basic at everything.
I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Can he make Paimon stronger? Let's make Paimon beefy.
Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. But if Albedo wants to pay Paimon back for helping him, a few more might settle the score. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And...
His whole drip says gentleman, I'll find him.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's the best I can do.
No worries.
You'll have to do your best.
Got it.
Hey, stop worrying. We got this.
Yeah, no need to worry. Sucrose is really cute, alright? I swear, sorry, I can't help it. Don't tell her I said that. Whoa! Look at this mount, that looks really dope. Is there gonna be like a Christmas town in here? I could play freaking Christmas music all over the place.
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, 'cause I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you?
She's thick.
Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings.
Dang.
Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
Seems like that nun's an expert at making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
Oh no.
We better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain, or a trickster at best.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where, and you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? But Paimon was whispering so quietly.
Dang! She probably has some Zenitsu hearing powers or something.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you.
She looks so dead inside, both in and out. Bags under her eyes like, damn, go to sleep.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
Looking for Albedo.
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
You're more like a detective? I want to see what this says.
I couldn't care what you think. Come on then.
What?
I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Damn! That hurted. Rosario, why do you have to be so cold? Get it? I'll stop. Oh, there he is. Look at them just vibing right there.
Can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger?
Uh-oh. Well, they didn't pass the vibe check this time.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my sketch. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished. If you'd like to have a look at my sketch, it may give you a clue.
Oh, not bad. Very avant-garde. I don't even know what that means.
Wow, look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
Okay. Alright, well, see you later then.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her.
Look at his eyes, he looks so high.
If I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
What's in it for me?
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. How does that sound?
I see this as an absolute win.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know. But I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain.
Small
But
brain.
what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Ooh.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Alright. Yeah, any food involved, Paimon's in.
Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second
What?
heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature.
Yeah, I highly doubt. Yeah, not that I'm aware of.
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
What? Floating child? You're not wrong, she is floating.
What a stupid question. Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I'm gonna call her that now, floating child.
I wonder. Did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
What? Oh god. That does not sound good. 6 Oceanids. I have trouble with 1. 6?
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Yep. Okay, I think that's all of them.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary?
Nope. Not at all.
If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
I got emergency food, it's okay.
Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
That's not hugely reassuring.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign.
This is like a health checkup.
Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders.
There we go, should be the last one.
What luck! This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you.
Okay. Time for the taste test. That was the wrong button. I'll take that too.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that.
You probably put something extra in there judging by his eyes.
In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Well, that's a bummer.
You gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot.
No! I have to charge my controller.
I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was...
Bruh.
That's the spirit! Mr. Albedo, say something!
Paimon as usual.
Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
Paimon, you give it a shot.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking, as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry.
Paimon, you're hungry all the time too, let's be honest.
That does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
Oh, that face. I'll save you dinner too.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem.
Yeah. Me and Paimon?
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Oh,
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
you're Paimon's new favorite.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment.
Aww, she actually concerns about me.
Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago!
That took a dark turn.
But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Sucrose.
Yes, I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look.
Found one. Okay. Here's
This
one.
must be
And here's the other.
the extract.
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
Nope. What? I can't see that far.
And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
Nope.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her?
Nope.
Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
You want us to jump? From up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
You better have a better method.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis. Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway,
So that's why you wanted to sketch those hilly trails? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like sketches?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime.
Aw.
Now,
Alright.
before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence.
Can I see my big brain already?
Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby. I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
Oh, I got it. Okay. I don't even know what I did, but I got it.
To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery.
Another for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not
Oh, you're
leaving
back.
until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You! You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor.
What's wrong with Albedo?
Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous potions? Participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps, you were colluding from the beginning.
Listen, sister, your guard's so high you can't even see over the top of it.
Got him, Paimon. Yeah, I don't think he's a bad person. Unless...
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander.
No sleep having that.
I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
I think Lisa's scarier if you don't return your books.
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone. So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
We don't know too much about her, but I feel like we'll get along more in the future.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Quite literally, but nonetheless.
I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
That's it.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Honestly,
Please, I
Paimon.
understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so,
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
Pretty.
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
Aww.
Aw. Definitely was beautiful.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
I wonder how my sister is. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about her. But yeah, I wonder how she is.
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you.
Aww.
Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Yeah.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure, even if you just want some company, find me anytime. Aww.
Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt.
Wait, what?
Destroy everything. Can I rely on you to stop me?
We just met today. What do you mean? Alright, well that's it. Take care.